Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today is a dreary day in Georgia, which I haven't had many of those yet, so I'm using my super bright ring light, as you can see in my glasses, and I'm just hoping for the best. Today I'm talking about a pen that I'm borrowing from my fiance. I guess it'll also be mine when we get married, but it is his Parker Vacumatic. And here we see one of the big upsides of using a ring light, and that is that you can see the beautiful stacked celluloid. This is a Parker Vacumatic Major in emerald. Major doesn't really say anything about the size, just the finish of it. And it is a vintage pen from the 1930s, around there. Parker was trying to find a better way of giving their pens a good ink capacity. So instead of using sack pens, they designed the vac filler, the Vacumatic. I'm going to show you a little bit of what that entails on video. I haven't inked, so I can't show you the inking, but I'll show you like the filler button and what you press, and then give you some close-ups and a writing sample. So let us switch a shot and go do that. Okay, here we are with a close-up shot of the Parker Vacumatic in emerald. And it is a gorgeous pen. Like, all these pens with that stacked celluloid are beautiful to me. And this is a really nice vintage example. So this is a major size, and the major size is said to come with a blue jewel on the cap, and it has a different nib than the junior size. However, what I've read is that the major comes with a duotone nib, and this one has just a gold colored nib. So don't know fully what the major rules are. It's really unclear online, but we got it from Redeem Pens, and he restores and sells vintage pens, and I completely trust him in when he says this is a major. My research online was incomplete, and he knows a lot about pens. Anyway, it is a beautiful finish. And so what I've read is that they made this finish to make sure that you could see the ink level in the pen. That is a really interesting concept to me, because I didn't realize you could do that. But yeah, there's an imprint on the barrel. I hope I can show you, but it's really hard to show. It's right there. And it says Parker Vacumatic, and then made. Does it say made? It says made, but I can't read what it says. I'm sorry, guys. It is very small and very like light in there. So it's a Vacumatic. You have this knob here that you unscrew, and then you push the plunger a couple of times with the nib and the ink, and then it fills. That's basically what it does. So these pens have diaphragms. Ours, of course, has been looked at by Redeem Pens, or will, and is working perfectly. But if you buy one unrestored on eBay, just make sure like that you know someone who can fix it, or that you can fix it yourself. There's a bunch of ink on this pen. I went for like a greeny ink. I thought it would be more teal, but it's definitely quite greeny. And there's a gold nib on this. And this is not one of those fancy gold nibs that has flex. This is a very stiff nib, and it's very fine. I'll show you a writing sample in a second. But it's a lovely pen to look at. Like, it is a beauty. And it's all like in working order, which makes it great. I also love the old cap bands by Parker. So they have this, I don't know if it's visible, it has this like geometric pattern. I have a slim fold who has the same type of pattern. It's kind of cool. Really need to buff those trims, basically. And then the blue jewel, and then it says Parker. And then the top of the cap. But yeah, it is a piece of history, and I'm really enjoying it. Let us go to a writing sample. So I'm betting you can post this pen. I do not post this pen because it is, one, not mine. Two, I wouldn't want to hurt the finish. So that's why I'm not posting today. I haven't written with this in a hot minute, so I hope it's gonna write. Oh, it writes right away. There we go. Can I zoom in even more? A little bit. Okay. Parker. Vacumatic. In the major size. No nib size indication, but it was sold to us as a fine, and yeah, it seems like a fine. It is very fine. This ink is Lamy Amazonite, which honestly, not my favorite ink, but I can live with it. I don't feel like cleaning this pen before it gets like empty. So yeah, let me zoom out a little bit and then give some more writing. And then it has a lovely nib. It's not the smoothest, but it's a great writer for like daily things. And I think it's because it's quite stiff and, well, it's not really dry. It's quite stiff that it makes it less of a smooth experience. It kind of has that pencily feedback that sailors sometimes have. And I kind of love it. But for journal pen, it is like great. Because sometimes I need that feedback when writing. So I have a Lamy 2000, which feels like butter on the page. That is not great for me in some situations because it just feels like I can't have any control when I'm writing. And with this pen, I do have that feeling, which I love. It's a great pen. And it's obviously a beauty. Yeah. And I'm glad I can like dive into James's pen stash and like borrow some pens. He doesn't mind. But yeah, I can show you some more gems. There's another one coming that I'm very excited about, which is a pen that doesn't leave the house. Like this, I can take with me to places. I believe we paid $135 for it. It wasn't awful. There's another pen that was much more expensive and does not on my account leave the house. If James wants to take it somewhere, he can, but I will not take it out of the house. Anyway, that was my video about the Parker Vacumatic in the emerald colorway. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.